The intended audience of this memorial is everyone, of all ages. Everyone has to see this memorial in order to take a moment of reflection and see what errors the people have made in the past. The memorial represents shoes that belong to Jews that were shot and thrown into the river during the years of 1944 and 1945. I think the memorial is trying to represent the fact of all those people that were killed in 1944 and 1945 and then thrown in the river. They all have their own lives. They all worked. They all had families. They all were once kids. They all have people they loved. They all did something every day to get somewhere. I think it helps us to see and understand this. But I think the memorial might be leaving out something written to explain the intent of the memorial and what it represents. The perspective of the memorial on the event is reliable, since in order to make a memorial, work of art, sculpture, or anything that wants to represent something, permissions are needed, but above all, feeling and dedication are needed to be able to have the idea of doing something that highlights or represents any event.
To understand the memorial more deeply, you have to know the context of why there are shoes there and what happened in the river in 1944 and 1945. Like any memorial for this type of historical event, you have to understand what happened and have respect for the people who suffered through this horrific event. This memorial gave us a sample of the brutality with which Jews were treated at the time of assassination, knowing that those people who died were family or relatives of acquaintances, friends, and even couples makes us think of the horror that each family of Jews must have gone through during this time. We believe that we must learn from history so that it is never repeated, since these horrific acts must remain as a dark chapter in the history of humanity. By creating a memorial, we can visualize the events of the past and how they ended up affecting the society in which it was built. For this reason, we believe that it is of great importance to create memorials of past tragedies and joys so that they are remembered in the future as something of what has to be learned.